And this is from Chris Welty, actually. He's showing us some of what residents in Louisiana are seeing as this storm system moves through the state. Looks like this is in front of a Domino's, and the water there is quite the sight to see. I'd be curious to know exactly where this video was taken. Let's take a look at our XRAD weather monitoring system. You see, of course, it made landfall in southern Louisiana earlier this afternoon, and now it's making its way, inching further and further up north. I do want to check in with Fox's Caroline Shively, who is on the ground. And Caroline, we appreciate you joining us. I hope you're staying safe out there. Firstly, tell us what it feels like at this point tonight.
Hi there, Austin. Yeah, things are definitely calming down. We have a steady rain, the wind's coming through, but it isn't that battering wind that we saw earlier in the afternoon. This has been one tough storm to track. At first, sometime this afternoon, we thought we'd ride this sucker out as a Category 1, then boom, right before it made landfall in Terrebonne Parish early this evening, it turned into a Cat 2, really popping up, having that strength. Of course, now went down to a Category 1 and then a tropical storm, and it jogged east, which we weren't expecting. So here in Baton Rouge, what we were really worried about is flooding, and we have seen some of that, absolutely, but we're standing next to the Mississippi River. It has a very high levee on the outside. On the backside of that, there are a lot of plants, gas, chemical, plastic. So far, they look pretty safe. The Mississippi is high, but not overtopping that levee. So here in Baton Rouge, much better than it could have been, but we are expecting things to change overnight. Power outages, they're going to go up. 374,000 plus customers are out of power at this hour. Those numbers are just going to grow. Take a look. If you can get a wider shot of this parking lot where I am now, Austin, almost 100 power trucks are here. They are from Alabama, Indiana, West Virginia, Texas, all over the country. They are staged right here tonight. Once the sun is up and once the winds dip down below a steady 30 miles per hour, they can get up in those buckets and start fixing some of those folks who are out of power. When it comes down to people, probably more than 1 million folks are without power tonight in Louisiana.
Caroline, has the power been steady where you're at? Have you lost power at any point tonight so far?
We have not. We are in a large hotel with all the linemen who are working this truck, so we feel pretty good about it. But no, we haven't even had a flicker. I have seen one line down between us and the Mississippi River, but power here in Baton Rouge is holding pretty steady.
And I got to say, communities like this, they're no strangers to these types of storms, correct? Are they used to this type of thing?
Absolutely. There are no rookies down here in Baton Rouge and anywhere in southeastern Louisiana. They know what to expect. They know what to do. Yesterday, when we arrived in New Orleans, no one was panicking. People were going out. They were getting their supplies. We went up to Zachary, Louisiana, about 25 minutes north of here. More of the same. They were prepared. Of course, 2016, if you remember that was a terrible flood. It wasn't associated with a hurricane. It was just a really heavy downpour, 20 inches of rain in a very short period of time. They saw massive flooding in this low-lying area, the governor's mansion, even the basement flooded. So they definitely took precautions since then. Public schools are closed here. This is a big government town. Non-essential workers were told to stay home. LSU, they had virtual classes today, so they're being smart about it. They're not being crazy about it. One interesting thing, though, we're by a bridge right across the Mississippi River. They were saying, stay off the roads. It's dark. You can't see. It's out of your line of sight, but I can still see big trucks, semis coming over that bridge, and that's what they've been advising against. But overall, we're seeing people being smart, hunkering down, waiting to see what we can see once day breaks.
I know you said those power trucks are not moving. They're going to be staying put until the morning. They haven't mobilized quite yet. But do you know, once the time comes, are they prepared to go all throughout the state? Are they perhaps even preparing to go farther up north into states like Mississippi?
These guys are staging here. They'll probably mostly stay in the Baton Rouge area. New Orleans got hit harder than we thought that they would, so they're probably going up to that area. But you're absolutely right. This is tracking north, slower than we thought it would, but it's affecting northern parts of Louisiana, going into Mississippi. By Friday, they're going to be feeling it in the Memphis area. So they have other trucks staged a little farther north of here. They will be going into those areas because you're going to start seeing those power outages pop. I think maybe even throughout the day tomorrow, too, because because they are so inundated with water in this area. The ground is really spongy. They've had about a week of really hard rain. So once those big trees start to fall, I think even more power outages.
All right, we hope for a smooth night for you and your crew, Caroline. Take care. Have a good night.